Hey guys, this is Eve with Scrapbooking with me, and this is going to be a very quick tutorial. You may have already seen these stars, but you know it is getting close to 4th of July. So we always like to kind of decorate up a little bit, especially in the shop. We put some things in the windows, and then we always have a 4th of July get together, so we put some things out by the pool for the kids and that kind of thing. But I saw a lady do, and I have no clue what her name was because I only caught it on Pinterest and I never could get it to go back and show me the actual name of the person who did it. Every time I would go back, it'd show me somebody else. But anyway, I saw a lady who did these, and I know lots of people have done them. These are the, I guess you could call it origami fold 5-point stars, and they're the dimensional stars, as you can see. And you could actually make these and then put two of them together if you made them the same size, which these two aren't, but you know, you could put two together if you make them the same size. I think that would be really cute. Put a string and have them hanging. Of course, you know, if you had them like a red one and a white one, or a red and blue. Now these are a little bit harder to make out of cardstock, especially the thick cardstock. It's pretty easy to make out of pattern paper, the pattern paper that is just single-sided, or at least for me. You could probably do it with no problem, but I have a lot of arthritis in my hands and fingers, so the folding on anything that's really heavy cardstock is a little bit hard for me. But I'm just going to show you how to do them, and then you use your own imagination. Decorate them up any way that you want. I'm just using some 6x6 paper that I've had in my stash. I'm using some colors of reds and blues, and then I'm actually going to spray mine. I'm going to take them outside and spray them with a good coat of some color, whatever, you know, some red, some blue, whatever. And just kind of decorate them up to make them look a little bit more festive for the 4th of July season. Plus, it's getting rid of a lot of my old pattern paper that I need to use up. So this is a good way to use your scraps. Now these start out by 6x6 square. You can make them smaller, you can make them larger. All you need to do is start off with a square piece of paper. That's it. So if you want to make a 3x3, then start off with a 3x3 piece of paper and you'll make a small star. If you want to make a 12x12, then go for it. Make a 12x12, just start off with a 12x12 piece of paper. These are 6x6, so I think they're a pretty good size. And that's what I'm going to show you how to make right now. So we're going to make another one using this paper. I think this was cute for, this one, for the 4th of July. And like I said, I'm actually going to spray paint some of them, so it's not really going to matter too much about the colors. I'm going to do some decorating on them. All you need to do first is just fold it in the center. Now you can use your scoreboard, find the center and score it and fold it that way. I just fold it by hand. It's easier than dragging out my scoreboard. Now all you need to do is, this is my folded side where I just folded it. You're going to take this point right here and you're going to bring it over, holding this down so that this paper doesn't slip. Bring it over about halfway and put that point about halfway down this side. You see I've got it about the halfway mark, somewhere along in there. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can measure it if you want, but I just kind of eyeball it. Then you're going to have something like this. Make sure your score lines are really burnished. Then you're going to take this side, we just got through folding this. Take this side right here and fold it up right where that line goes right there. So see this line where I folded? We're going to take this and fold it right up that way, right into that one. Just make sure that it's folded right up to it, just as close as you can get it, and burnish that one down. Okay, just like that. Then you're going to flip it over so that you're on the kind of the solid side. And excuse my fingers, I've been painting again this morning, so I've got ink all over me and paint all over me and everything. You're going to fold this in half. So I start working at my point because I want my point to be really sharp. So I just start working down here at my point until I get my point together. And then I just go on up the side. I hold it together really tightly and then burnish. Okay, just like that. Alright, so that's what you have. This is your front side, the one that has all the different folds. This is your back side. You're going to cut from your front side. Make sure that you cut from the front side. You're going to, now the deeper down this way you go, the more indentation you have in your star. You need to go at an angle using this point as your ending. This point right here is going to be your end. So if I lay my scissors across there like that, that looks pretty much like how I want to cut it. I'm not going to measure this. You could if you wanted to, so you can do every one of them the exact same size. I don't really care if all of mine are the same size because I'm going to do mine just single-sided anyway. If you want to put them together, put two of them together, then measure how far you come up here so that you'll know each time you're going to cut it the same way. Alright, and you're going to make sure that you start cutting on the folded side. See, this is my folded side. So you're going to make sure you start cutting on your folded side. Go right down here and hold this really tight so it doesn't slip. That's what's the hardest part for me. And then go right up to that point and cut that off. Then when you open this up, you have your beautiful star. Now all you need to do now is on the long folds, they need to go up. The short folds need to go down. So just do mountain, valley, mountain, valley. It's the way I do it. The valley, and that long one is a mountain. And then that's a valley. Just like that. And there is your 5-point star. Quick, simple, easy. And you can see these were out of the same paper. This one has a much deeper indentation because I started a little bit lower than this one does. So it depends on how deep the indentation you want on here as to how low on that side you start to make that cut, that angle cut. I like them both. I don't want all of mine to be the same because to me there's not any two stars that are the same. So now here you could decorate these up any way that you wanted. If I wasn't going to paint mine, I would probably, you know, put some glitter, put some glue on there, put some glitter on, just do all kinds of things. I saw some that had glitter around the edges where they just used score tape and then put glitter on the edges. You know, there's lots of different decorations on these out there. But that is just a quick and simple, easy tutorial on how to do the 5-point origami star fold. I hope you enjoyed this. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye-bye.